Welcome to this Alberta Health Services training video for Safe Client Handling Transfer Board. The information and guidance provided is based on research and best practices available as of January 2015 and is brought to you by the AHS Workplace Health and Safety Department. When needing to transfer the client from one surface to another, for instance from a bed to a stretcher, the worker will explain the procedure to the client and how they can assist if possible. Workers will first adjust the bed to the comfort zone, raising to the height of the tallest worker. The next step would be to lower the head of the bed so it is flat, if it is not done already. Additionally, lower the side rails. The pillow may remain under the client's head if desired. Workers will then log roll the client using a draw sheet, placing more of the sheet to the stretcher side of the bed. To complete the transfer from one surface to another, the minimum number of workers required is 2. More workers may be required based on the size of the client, for example, for bariatric patients. The number of appropriate workers required is based on available equipment and It's Your Move best practices. At no time should staff be required to perform a lifting maneuver that requires their feet to leave the floor to complete the move transfer. If the situation dictates a change in the best practices recommended, a lift may be more appropriate for the individual. Place the transfer board so approximately 1/3 of the board is underneath the client. Ensure the board is also underneath the draw sheet. Prepare the two surfaces by placing them parallel to one another with all brakes locked. The receiving surface should be positioned slightly below the height of the starting surface to allow gravity to assist with the transfer. Workers position themselves on opposite sides of the surfaces. The primary worker will stay beside the client. The secondary worker will go to the other side of the second surface. The primary worker passes the edge of the draw sheet to the secondary worker. The primary worker positions open palmed hands on the client's shoulder and hip to provide directional guidance only. Place a pillow on the bed under the client's head and encourage the client to place their chin to their chest before the move. The secondary worker grasps the draw sheet in a safe, effective grip. The primary worker states 1, 2, 3, slide, and on the command word slide, the secondary worker performs a front-to-back weight transfer to move the client across the board onto the stretcher. Repeat as needed until the client is fully repositioned on the stretcher. Note, the primary worker will use hands to guide during the first stage of the move only. Workers will separate the two surfaces in order to remove the transfer board. If required, log roll the client to straighten out the draw sheet. Remember, stop, look, and listen. Reduce the risk of injury by asking yourself 3 questions. What can the client do? What equipment do I have available to me to complete this specific task? And how can I get into a good body position for this move or transfer? Now, it is time for you to put the information from this video into practice in your job and workplace.